Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Friday's Appies. Thank you so much for joining me. I am here today to speak about cravings. The body has this innate intelligence all of its own, and we are either in sync with discerning the art of its language, or to some degree we're a little off path and out of balance with what it's actually trying to tell us. The body has this innate ability to signal messages to us through the gut instinct mechanism, as well through emotions and appetite. And by satisfying our cravings beyond the scope of caretaking our body's energy levels, we actually create an association between the gut and the mind to soothe our emotions and our cravings. So when we crave certain feelings, we're actually trying to satisfy them through food. So you're probably wondering, well, how do we crave feelings? We crave feelings by having a situation or continual situations where all of a sudden we find ourselves inundated and challenged by not having a nourished and fulfilling life. We neglect ourselves. We put everyone and everything else first. We don't even know what our own personal desires are anymore. We ignore our own feelings. We ignore our own emotions. We ignore our gut instincts. All of this putting us off path and out of balance. And then we become feeling dissatisfied, unhappy, unappreciated, and so frustrated. And so therefore we resort to satisfying our emotions through food, which therefore compounds into issues and challenges with weight, the non-caloric and caloric, through eating unhealthily, overeating, and having this escalated unhealthy toxic psyche, which therefore influences how one sees themselves in terms of body image, creating body hate, body shame, and weight issues. Emotional cravings are above the heart, which means we're all in our head. And so the more we're in our heads, the worse off this all gets. So the key is to be able to surrender into our heart space. This is where the magic is. This is where all the answers are. We here in this space, we feel loved, we feel joy, we feel bliss, we feel nourished. We're not looking for anything else externally. We're not trying to satisfy any emotions and to feed them in any way. We're not bothered by any cravings. The art of nourishment is therefore having a healthy mind, which therefore elicits a natural emotional high. And that is all from being in this space rather in this space. So when we're in sync, when we're out of sync with our emotions and we're in our heads too much, our body is going to command attention. So it's going to be up to us to discern where that attention is to be driven. Are we going to keep driving and feeding this here, or are we actually going to surrender into this space here? This is where you want to be. So in order to discern what your body is telling you in terms of a hunger or a craving is discerning between emotional craving or a physical craving. You got to ride the wave, but be gentle with yourself as you're riding that wave. Be patient, be kind, be gentle, be compassionate, and be loving with yourself as you're determining what is the underlying factor. That's it for this week's Friday's Appies. I hope you've enjoyed this segment. Take good care.